Okay, so the first thing that you are going to do is search for the platform that will allow you to play Catan online. You're going to click on the first site that comes up here once you input Steam download in your search engine. And you're going to go ahead and download Steam. I have an Apple, so I'll download it for the Mac, but you can also do it for Microsoft as well. You can see a lot of people use this platform. I haven't had any problems with it and I like it so far. So I've already installed this on my computer in order to save some time. So go ahead and take a few moments to install this on your computer. Once you have it installed, you're going to open up the Steam application. Now to walk you through it, I uninstalled Catan, but I'll show you how to do it here. You're going to go into the Steam platform. This is going to be an application on your computer. I'm using a Mac here again. And then you're going to go to the store. You're going to go ahead and search for Catan Universe. And it comes up here. And it is a free game to play, but there are in-app purchases. And I'm going to go ahead and download the game down here below. Again, you could do it on Mac and Microsoft. So you're going to go ahead and I'm going to create a desktop shortcut so that I can find it in there and basically continue fulfilling my Catan addiction. So it is going to take a little bit of time in order to download Catan onto your computer. Once it does that, in the meantime, the other thing that I want to show you is how to start a Zoom meeting with your friends. So if you are able to create a meeting in Zoom and start the Zoom meeting, you want to do that. I have it here minimized, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. So that's me. If you want to see all of your friends that have been connected, they will show up here. And if you minimize your Zoom, they'll always be here. You do want to start this prior to starting your Catan game so that you can have it here. Once you start the Catan game, you can't really go back to your desktop. So I'll go ahead and minimize that for now in order to continue showing you how to navigate Catan online. So now that I have it downloaded here, it's going to always be in my library and you won't have to download that again. So it only requires one-time download. So go ahead and open up Catan and it's going to open up the application on your desktop. And I will walk you through how to create your own profile. So this is basically the homepage of the app. This is my avatar here and my profile. This is your gold coins and your scrolls, which I'll mention shortly, and this is how you start the game down here. Now, one of the first things that you could do is go into your player profile and go ahead and customize your avatar. You could see my very stylish avatar has long hair, and I chose the eye color, the skin color. The clothing is something that you're going to have to pay for, so I did not do that, but maybe I will in the future. Now, this is the part that's a little bit tricky, is playing with your friends. Catan Universe is more optimized to play with three people. If you want to play with three friends total, so it would be a total of 3, you plus 2 other people, then this game online will be free and it'll be a lot easier to navigate. However, if you are going to want to play with 4 players, which is what we're used to because when we play the board game at home, days prior to social distancing, we would play with 4 people. And so in order to do that, you do have to go ahead and buy the full version. I am ashamed to say that I went ahead and bought the full version, even though I already own the board game, but this allows me to access all of the different features in Catan, including the different games that you have here. So these games are not all available to you if you don't buy the free version, the complete version. In order to buy the complete version, you start off with 100 gold. In order to buy the complete Catan version, you need 500 gold, and that basically costs you $3.99. So it's only $4. It's not too bad. It could be worse. I've spent a lot more on other things, and so this game makes me really happy, and I justified buying the board game as well as the online version. However, everybody who is going to participate in the game needs to also buy the full version. Alternatively, you do start with 2 scrolls, and you can use 1 scroll in order to get access to the full version and allow you to play with 4 players. However, those 2 scrolls do run out after only 2 games, so keep that in mind. We went ahead and bought the game. The next step that you want to do is find your friends so that you're able to play the game with them. So you're going to go ahead and go back to the main menu by clicking on your avatar. Click on friends, and here are the friends that I have been playing with. I'm going to go ahead and find my 3rd friend here. So in order to find your friend, you're going to go to click find friend below and try to find your friend. This is my friend Dr. Smile. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my friend and send a friend request. Now you can see here that Dr. Smile, my friend request is waiting, so the other person does have to approve your friend request before you could start playing. Here my 2 other friends have already accepted my friend request, so I already see them in my friend list. You do have to have everyone in your friend list in order to create a game. Now while I'm waiting for the friend request, I will go back. Okay, so in order to play the game, you are going to come down here to the bottom, and you are going to click on the original game. There are a few options. You can play as a single player with random opponents or the computer. You are going to choose auto match if not everyone has purchased the game, and then you could do custom match if everyone has purchased the game. If everyone purchased the game, then you can play up to 4 players. I'm going to be the host. I can go ahead and add my friends. So here, as an example, I have these 2 friends down here have purchased the game, so I can go ahead and add them and start a game with them. If they are not online, they will not appear in this list. Now, if I try to add the 4th player who did not purchase the game, it won't let me invite them as a 4th player. So one way to get around this is to go back and go ahead and choose auto match. When you choose auto match, you can say that you want to play with friends. All scenarios, player count 4. Now, everyone has to select to play this all at the same time and say start search. If everyone does this at the same time and you only have 3 players in your friend list, then it's going to go ahead and basically search for opponents, and those opponents are going to be your friends who have selected the same thing. If everyone has purchased the game, then you can go ahead and go back to custom match, add your friend list, like so. And then they have to be ready. So here, this friend is not ready, and this friend was just invited. Now that my friend is ready, I can go ahead and wait for the other friend to be ready. Once they are all ready, I can go ahead and start the game. Now here, I can actually turn off the timer or change how many seconds I want the timer to be, and then I can go ahead and start the game. Victory points is set to 10 because that's the way the board game is, and so we decided to keep it as such. And then it's going to go ahead and get started. As you can see here, this is very similar to the regular game. This is my friend's turn, so he will go ahead and put his settlements down. It's now my turn, so I'm going to go ahead and select where I want to do his settlements. Now again, this is totally random. And in order to see my friends, I have the Zoom already opened. I'll open it up here, and now all of my friends are during the chat, so now we can basically play the game. And while we play the game, we can also talk to each other, which is really great. And that's basically how you play Catan while also social distancing and staying safe and staying at home. So remember, This is a great way for you to stay connected with your friends, but also do the things that you are doing before social distancing so that you can feel a sense of normalcy. Hopefully this helps. I know that this could be a little bit complicated. It takes about 1 to 2 games to kind of get used to it. Once you're used to it, it's all honestly super addicting and really fun. And keep in mind, I'm not a gamer. I don't really play online games and never was into video games, but ended up absolutely loving this. And so it is really, really fun and easy to play with friends. Hope you enjoyed this video.